Welcome to the Indus Valley Civilization, one of the major ancient civilizations of the world located in present India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. It probably existed between 3300 and 1300 BCE. It had been first discovered by James Lewis in 1827. It gets its name Indus Valley Civilization because many sites were discovered on the banks of river Indus. It is also known as the Harappan civilization because Harappa was the first to be excavated in 1920s, early in the 20th century. It was first excavated by Rai Bahadur Dayaram Sahani between 1920 and 1921. Important features of the Indus Valley Civilization. Town planning. All the cities were well planned and had a resemblance to one another. The streets were wide and straight and ran from north to south and intersected one another at right angles. Houses. The houses were both single-storied and double-storied and had courtyards around the rooms. They were built with sun-baked bricks. The houses had wells and bathrooms. There were fewer windows and more doors. Citadel. The citadel was built on a raised platform and was surrounded by a wall of baked bricks with watchtowers. It was probably where the government was seated and was occupied by the nobles as well. The lower part of the city was known as the lower town. The Great Granary. The Great Granary had been discovered in the citadel of Mohenjo-daro. It was used to store grains. The Great Bath. The Great Bath discovered in the city of Mohenjo-daro. It is believed that the Great Bath was probably used for public bathing during religious festivals or occasions. Drainage system. Another very unique feature found in the towns of the Indus Valley cities was the drainage system. The drains were well covered. There were manholes at regular intervals for inspection and cleaning. Farming. It was the main occupation of the Indus Valley people apart from cattle rearing. Some of the crops grown were wheat, barley, rice, pulses, sesame, mustard, linseed, peas, and cotton. It is known that they were the first to grow fruits and vegetables. Seals. Over 2,000 seals were made of terracotta and steatite, soft soapstone, with pictorial script has been discovered. The Pashupati seal depicts a man sitting in a yogic posture surrounded by animals. The other seals discovered depict animals like the bull, unicorn, and elephant. Sculpture. Discovery of a bronze statue of a dancing girl at Mohenjo-daro shows that bronze was in use. A stone statue, bearded priest king, of an important man found from Mohenjo-daro is another well-known piece of art. Script of writing. The Indus Valley script was based on a system of pictographic writing. About 400 signs of the script have been discovered. However, the Indus script has not yet been deciphered. Religious beliefs. Discovery of the clay figure of the mother goddess proves that they believed in feminine energy. She was regarded as the goddess of fertility and prosperity. The peepal tree and the serpent were considered sacred. Burials. At burials in Harappan sites, the dead were generally laid in pits. Sometimes there were differences in the way a burial pit was made. In some instances, The hollowed out spaces were lined with bricks. Some graves contained pottery and ornaments, perhaps indicating a belief that these could be used in the afterlife. Jewelry has been found in burials of both men and women. Ornaments and entertainment. The ornaments were made of gold, silver, copper, bone, shells, and vegetables. The Indus Valley people liked indoor games more than outdoor games. They were fond of gambling and playing dice. Dancing and singing were considered great arts. Decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. This great civilization is said to have flourished for about 2000 years, after which it declined. It was declined probably due to the natural calamities or decreasing of rainfall or the Aryan invasion.